So next topic is guidelines issued by RBI for having mergers and amalgamation of banking companies. Okay, there are some guidelines which is it is like a process. Okay, how the mergers and amalgamation of banking companies can be done. Okay, so section 44 that we has already discussed, that section 44A of Banking Regulation Act defines the procedure. So what is that procedure? Okay, first of all, getting the approval in the meeting. Okay, the company has to take approval from individual board of directors of the amalgamating company. First of all, before having the meeting to take approvals of the mergers and amalgamation, before convening the meeting, it is important to take the approvals individually by all the board of directors of two of the banking companies. Okay, you have to take the approvals of the directors, board of directors of both the company, this company and this company, amalgamating and amalgamated company. Both the companies board of directors approval individually is to be taken. Okay, approval of the draft scheme of amalgamation is to be taken before convening the meeting. Okay, after that, as per section 44A, the draft scheme is approved by the shareholders in the meetings. Okay, that meeting that we had already discussed in section 320. Okay, in that meeting the approval is taken by the shareholders in the majority. Okay, by passing a resolution. Okay, by passing a resolution of majority, the shareholders will approve the scheme of amalgamation. Okay, after approving the scheme of amalgamation by the majority of shareholders, that scheme is to be sent to RBI. Okay, that scheme is to be sent to RBI. Okay, to enable the RBI to consider the application for sanction. Okay, sanction or approval to consider the application for amalgamation or merger of banking companies, the amalgamating company has to provide certain documents, okay, to the RBI. Okay, after getting the documents, the RBI will provide and give sanction for that scheme of merger and amalgamation. So what are that documents? Okay, first of all, amalgamating company has to provide the draft of scheme of amalgamation. Obviously, you have to provide the draft of scheme of amalgamation. Copies of notices of every meeting. Okay, every meeting's notices you have to submit the copies of that notices. Okay, next you have to submit the certificates signed by the officers presiding at the meetings. There are certain certificates which is to be signed by the person or officers, presiding officers that are present in the meeting. So copies of that certificates you have to send to RBI. Next, the certificate from the concerned officers of both the two banking companies. Okay, some certificates. Okay, next the name, address and the designation of the directors of the amalgamating company, the company which is going to be amalgamated. That company's board of directors name, their address or their designation is to be submitted to the RBI. Okay, copies of reports of the valuers that are appointed for the valuation of that report. Okay, so that the amalgamating company is to be has to be submitted to the RBI. Okay, are there any information which is considered to be important information that is to be furnished to RBI? Okay, first of all, they have to submit the draft scheme of amalgamation. Next, they have to submit all the notices of meetings. Okay, whichever meeting is held for that purpose for the approval of mergers and amalgamation, the notices of all that meeting were to be sent to RBI. Then certain certificates which are signed by the presiding officers at the meeting. Okay, whoever is the presiding officer who has signed the certificates, certain certificates are there, that the copies of that certificate is to be sent to RBI. Okay, next you have to send the name and address, and designation of the board of directors of amalgamating company. Okay, then you have to share the certificates of valuers appointed for the valuation of that scheme of merger and amalgamation, and any other documents which is required or which is necessary for taking the approval or sanction from the RBI. Okay, these are the documents to be sent by amalgamating company to RBI. Okay. After that, some documents is to be sent by amalgamated company also to RBI. So what are that documents? First, they have to send the evaluation report, okay, which is to be validated by the valuator appointed for that purpose. Okay, the detailed computation of that valuation, how that valuation is computed, you have to submit the detailed computation. Amalgamated company has to, and where the shares of amalgamated company are quoted on the stock exchange. This information has to be like disclosed before the RBI by the amalgamated company. Okay, so first of all, they have to provide the valuation report. Okay, detailed computation of that valuation they have to provide it. Next, they have to like disclose where their where their shares are listed in the stock exchange. Okay, so this information are to be submitted by the amalgamated company. So what is the procedure, overall procedure? That first of all, you have to take the approval. Before taking the approval, you have to take the approval of the board of directors individually. After taking the approval, you have to send the scheme to the RBI. With that, the amalgamating company has to send certain documents to the RBI, and amalgamated company has to send certain documents to the RBI. Then the RBI will go through that, and if it fits proper and just, then RBI will grant the sanction of the scheme of merger and amalgamation. Okay, so this is like a process of getting the mergers and amalgamation from the RBI. Okay, so in this way, the approval or sanction is taken by the RBI for the scheme of mergers and amalgamation of two banking companies.